Play catch in the outfield, run the bases, or relax in the dugouts of Wrigley Field during Catch in the Confines, presented by Advocate Healthcare on Saturday, June 23rd. Limited tickets are available for $150 each and include a t-shirt, photograph, baseball, and lunch. Guest tickets are also available for $15 each. All proceeds benefit Chicago Cubs charities. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com.
Coming up after Horseshoe Casino Cubs post-game live, don't miss Chicago Tribune Live on Comcast Sportsnet. Tribune writers, sports stars, and celebrities join host David Kaplan to discuss today's hottest sports topics and set the table for the night ahead. Chicago Tribune Live presented by Captain Morgan tonight after post-game live on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Well, on Jeff Samardzija bobblehead day, he has a 2-1 lead into the 6th, and in fact he gave the Cubs the lead with a broken bat single. Remember, he tied the game against the White Sox a couple of starts ago with a big base hit. One and one on Stoltz. Will be followed by Venable and Norfield. Stoltz gets a hold of one out into left center. Well, he missed a home run by about a foot. That hit the wall right below the basket, and he bangs into second base on a very awkward looking slide. Well, a career .216 hitter coming in, and that's a big hit. A leadoff double. Could have been worse.
Yeah, it could have been about 8 inches higher. That fastball up out of the strike zone at 94. Stoltz gets the barrel of the bat on it, gets tremendous carry, hits between the top of the door and the bottom of the basket, and this is that awkward slide.
Way too late. Ooh. Really jammed his left foot and leg into the bag. He's real used to sliding into second.
Probably not.
Stoltz is going to have to stay at second as Venable grounds out to Castro.
In that situation, you normally see a left-handed hitter really make an effort to roll over and hit that ground ball to the right side. It almost looked like Venable was trying to hit that ground ball to the left side. With Castro cheating up the middle a little bit, there was a big hole on that side of the field, but your primary objective as a hitter in that situation is to move that runner to third base.
Samardzija hasn't given up a single today. He's given up 3 doubles and a home run. 2-0. Left center. Soriano makes a catch. No, did he catch it? He did. It'll be an easy double play as Stoltz just touched home plate. He was gambling that that ball was going to drop. And Soriano just saved a run. And in fact, they get 2 out of it. Nicely done to end the inning.
Light Silver Bullet Special Edition can. Same cold refreshment, cool new look for summer. Frost brewed Coors Light, the summer's most refreshing beer.
Tonight, the White Sox and Rays are back in action on Comcast Sportsnet. Tune in as Adam Dunn and the Sox look to blank BJ Upton and the Rays. White Sox, Rays, tonight at 6 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Dish Network claims they have more HD channels than DirecTV. But what Dish doesn't tell you is that 24 of their HD channels are only in high def, part of the time. So with Dish, when you turn on your flat screen, you might get HD, or you might not. DirecTV now has over 170 HD channels, all in high def, all the time. The most full-time HD channels. Another reason 30 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
At the Gerald Auto Group, we know what a lifetime means. It means a lifetime relationship with our customers. It means keeping you on the road safely. It means knowing who you are and getting the vehicle that is right for you. It means understanding our exclusive lifetime warranty reaches far beyond the maintenance of your vehicle. Visit GeraldAuto.com today to view our huge inventory. Are you ready for a lifetime of great driving? We are. Gerald Auto Group in Naperville and North Aurora is always a better deal. I guarantee it.
Hey fans, next time you want to catch a Cubs game, head to StubHub, where you'll find the seats you want and the freedom to choose where you want to sit. StubHub is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Chicago Cubs. For more information, visit Cubs.com/StubHub.
Stop it.
Well, Stoltz showed his inexperience on the bases with his slide into second, and we got all kinds of confusion going on right there. I mean, once you pass the point of no return, you might as well just keep going and hope that ball drops or it comes out of Soriano's glove. But Ponzo was able to make a nice diving, sliding catch and throw on to second base for the double play to complete the inning.
Stoltz got out there a little late after running the bases to end that inning. Gorgeous day here in Chicago.
You know, I think we might see a few more double plays like that before the end of the season, Len. You know, Alfonso Soriano's reputation is that of a subpar defender in left field, overly cautious at times, and in the past teams have tried to take advantage of that. But he, as we've said many, many times through the early going of the 2012 season, a much improved defender.
So 2-1. The Cubs will try to create some space here. 2, 3, and 4 coming up. One ball, one strike. High pop up on the infield. This ball may end up in the outfield grass. It does. Caught by Cabrera on the back pedal. Mather has reached twice, double and a walk. And the pitch. Fouled it straight back on the ground. Everything else later tonight around the bigs. Homer Bailey and Charlie Morton, Reds and Pirates. Pirates a win yesterday to get to 500. And only 3 games back of first place Cincinnati. The 2-1 on the way to Mather. Another foul. About the Braves, they've lost 8 in a row. Jake Westbrook and Randall Delgado tonight as they host the Cardinals. Headley to his glove side. 2 outs. Braves have given up 7 or more in 4 consecutive games. Here's Alfonso Soriano with a defensive play of the game. No question about that. A Coors Light freeze can.
Well, last year there's a good chance he'd have misjudged this ball. Dived for it late. It would have got by him for extra bases, but got a good jump, a good read. Never took his eye off the ball. Tracked it all the way into the glove, and then throws on to Darwin Barney to complete the double play. Nicely done.
One and one to Soriano. Aramis Ramirez last night tied the game and then knocked in the go-ahead run as the Brewers beat the Dodgers 3-2 in LA. Michael Fiers and Nathan Eovaldi later tonight.
Get your programs. Tell the players without a program. Oh, what a weird injury for Jonathan Lucroy, huh? They're going to be without their starting catcher for up to a month, maybe a little bit longer.
A hand injury. This a suitcase fell on him. He was reaching under the hotel room bed for a sock. Ugh. And his wife had shifted a suitcase and it fell onto his hand.
I would suggest nobody ever reach your hand underneath a hotel bed for any reason.
Yeah, that's a good.
Get new socks.
Deep center field for Alfonso Soriano. Gone just to the right of the batter's eye. That makes it 3-1. 7 homers on the year, all over his last 13 games.
He is in some kind of hot streak with the power swing. I mentioned it several times over the last week. It all has coincided with that bad left knee. Limping around the bases on his home run trot, but it certainly has not affected his swing whatsoever.
Hard hit grounder. Baker thrown out by Cabrera. Little extra breathing room with a 2-run lead as we head off to the 7th.
Everyone at Southwest Airlines works together for one goal: to get you where you're going. And with flights all over the country to choose from, it's a good thing we love our work. And now we're excited to take you to the beaches of Northwest Florida. Fly from Midway to Panama City Beach, Florida. Book all of our destinations online, only at southwest.com.
A little more, and whoa.
Yeah, nice.
Agents, what do we have here?
An Autobotome. I've only heard about these.
And
we can save them hundreds by combining their auto, boat, and home policies, all under Farmers.
exactly.
Are these legal?
No.
We are insurance.
We are Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
To speak with a Farmers agent in your community, call 888-96-FARMERS.
With greasy fast food, what are you really getting? Instead, try the tangy new Subway Smokehouse Barbecue Chicken or the classic Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki. Both 6 grams of fat or less. Subway, eat fresh. All season long, Chicago baseball lives on one channel, Comcast Sportsnet. More Cubs and Sox games than any other network. Exclusive interviews.
The game, at times, will bring you to your knees.
Legendary voices.
You can put it on the ball. Yeah! Cubs win!
And round-the-clock coverage of the teams you live for. All summer long, Chicago baseball lives on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Alonzo, Quentin, and Headley against Jeff Samardzija into the 7th, leading 3-1. Alonzo came in red hot. It's cooled off a bit.
Big inning for Jeff Samardzija here. Ideally, you get through the middle of this Padres order where all the danger is. Hopefully won't have to see him again today.
This is the 7th time in his first 10 starts he's gone at least 6 innings. That's a really good sign for a guy who is jumping into this role full time at this level here in 2012. Swing and a miss. Alonzo 0 for 3. Went 0 for 5 yesterday. Seven strikeouts for Samardzija. His career high is 9. Chef Duff Goldman, pastry chef and Food Network personality and owner of Charm City Cakes, coming up with our 7th inning stretch. Carlos Quentin has been that thorn for Jeff Samardzija. And guess what? He's a triple away from the cycle. And Padre fans have heard that a lot over the past 43 years.
And it seems like the hottest hitter on the other team gets the easiest pitches to hit. A little cutter that just fluttered up there over the inside part of the plate to Carlos Quentin. He's not missing anything in the strike zone right now.
Ball 1 to Headley. A 2nd round pick back in 2005. Quentin not going anywhere, coming off knee surgery. Short lead at first. And that one a little too high. 3-1.
I've had a little fun with Headley's name in this series, but truth of the matter is he's a real good ball player, Len. He fields his position well down there at third. A very consistent offensive player. Gives you a little sock from that left side of the plate.
That's a strike. Samardzija has done what you need to do on a day like this. He hasn't walked anybody. He went 3-1 to Headley. Now has run it full. We'll see what Bud Black has in mind here with Quentin. Well, Samardzija's missing bats today. Quentin not going, and there's ball 4. So the first free pass by Samardzija. Now James Russell and Randy Wells jogging out to the bullpen. Doesn't mean they're necessarily going to get up just yet. Here's Baker, the catcher. Brad Brock quickly cranking it up in the Padre bullpen. So here we go. 2 on, 1 out. And Baker, who's 0 for 2, and he hits a ground ball. Mather can't get it. Quentin will come around and score. It's now 3-2. A seeing eye single for John Baker as he gets his 5th RBI of the year.
Talk about taking what a pitcher gives you. Look where this pitch is. That's off the plate away, and John Baker just slaps it through that left side of the infield. Once again, a little bit of a shift on for the Cubs. Starlin Castro shading a couple of steps up the middle of the field, and ball gets past Joe Mather in the left field for an RBI base hit.
So it's Cabrera who has doubled and stolen a base. 1 for 2. And he asks for time.
Cabrera will be swinging. Only 1 walk on the season in 43 at bats. Just does not believe too much in the free pass. He wants to swing that bat.
Shows bunt and takes a pitch away for ball 1. Our AT&T Uverse multi-view. A run in. You got Headley at second, Baker at first. And Samardzija will throw to second. Safe. at first. Boy, the Cubs may have gotten a break at first. I think it was a right call at second. Bud Black is going to come out and argue. It looked like Cabrera may have beaten that relay throw. Dale Swaim's going to come out. How about this? Both managers are going to argue calls.
It looks like the high throw to second did take Castro off the bag. Yeah, he's off the base when he caught the ball. Unfortunately, didn't come down on the bag.
And why that's the right call, Bob, and not the neighborhood call is the throw itself pulled him off the base, right?
Right.
I mean,
if that throw is chest high right in front of Starlin Castro, they probably give you the out at second base. But
boy, that play at first didn't look to be that close, really. Let's see what Bud Black is arguing about. He'll take it. We don't want replay. Not today.
Offsetting arguments.
Oh, that's a huge call. It could have been bases loaded, 1 out.
And it looks like Bud Black is now going to go with his secret weapon off the bench. Jesus Guzman, we mentioned it last night, 5 for 11 as a pinch hitter this year. He's driven in 5 runs.
Well, the at bat of the game in terms of a high leverage spot for the Cubs bullpen was Guzman pinch hitting in the 7th with a couple of runners on. Cubs leading by a run, and Sean Camp struck him out. They get out of that inning. And I would say this is the at bat of the game for Samardzija, because a base hit from Guzman would probably give the Padres the lead. Samardzija right now clinging to a 1-run advantage. There it is. 0-2. Good block by Hill. You got the tying run now. Chase Headley at third base.
Boy, what a good block that time by Coy Hill. That was a vicious looking wild pitch about to happen. Able to get over there in front of it, rattles off the glove, off his right arm, up off of his chest protector, but keeps it right in front.
And he got him to chase on a slider way out of the zone to get out of the inning with limited damage to Captain Morgan's 7th inning stretch.
City Cakes East and West, Chef Duff Goldman.
All right, fans, let me hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs!
The 7th inning stretch is brought to you by Captain Morgan. Raise your glass always in moderation.
Black, a new darker, bolder spice rum from Captain Morgan.
Whoa, Megan Landry alert. And she's looking directly at your new Lumia. Thank you, AT&T. First, why don't you show her the curved edge? Now, move on to the slick navigation tiles. Bam, right into the People Hub. See, Megan? Colin has lots of friends.
Hey, Colin, what kind of phone is that?
What? Oh, Megan, when did you get here?
Oh, yeah, no, let's do it. Introducing the beautifully different Nokia Lumia 900, only from AT&T. Rethink possible.
Guzman, after pinch hitting, stays in to play second base. Chef Duff Goldman
how's
with
it
the
going?
7th inning stretch, and you brought us some treats.
I sure did.
What did you bring us, Chef?
These are Rogers Brothers blueberry muffins.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, these are the best blueberries on the planet.
All right.
And I grew up in Boston, so that's saying a lot. Saying, like, you know, for me to say that there's a blueberry out there that's better than a Maine blueberry, that's a delicious blueberry right there.
Okay. Well, we will enjoy them after the inning.
So how we doing? What are we doing?
Leading 3-2.
3-2. I never played baseball. I know nothing about the sport.
Well, you know there are 3 outs in an inning, right? You knew when to sing.
I knew when to
That's
sing. Good, because the scoreboard said, Duff, sing now.
So you're in town for a March of Dimes charity event.
I'm in town for the March of Dimes. Healthy babies makes healthy adults. You know, that's good. Nobody's eating. Oh, you guys have to work, right?
Yeah. No, might have to say something here.
We're going to eat them.
If you come back next half inning, all that will be left is the paper.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
It's going to be caught by Yonder Alonso.
Come on, let me say it. Let me say it. Just a bit outside.
Tell us.
How did I do?
What's your favorite? What's the favorite thing to make? The best thing that you make?
Oh, I mean, just like in general, like all food, everything.
But what do you like to eat that you make? What's your favorite?
I got to tell you, man, I really do make the best ribeye steak. My steaks are ridiculous. I've argued with Bobby Flay about my steaks. I've argued with Guy Fieri about my steaks. I make the best steaks. You know why? I fry them in butter. I don't grill them.
Okay.
Grilling's for chumps.
I can see why you argued with Bobby Flay now.
Yeah, he didn't like it when I said that.
Okay, so the steak for dinner, and then for dessert, your favorite is what?
I gotta tell you. Oh,
Barney with a base hit. And he's on his way to second. With a 1-out double. Couple of doubles for Darwin Barney. All right, so you finish the meal with what?
I got to say either a panna cotta or a creme brulee or a sorbet. Panna cotta, creme brulee, and sorbet are the 3 things that can really define whether a pastry chef is worth his salt. No pun intended. Get it? Salt. Pastry chef. Come on, that was good.
I like it. Well, I go for the bread pudding.
Bread pudding?
Big fan of.
Okay. Now,
That's
do you
not
like
terribly
it?
difficult to make, is it?
Well, no. To do it right, when you want a lot of custard in the bottom, when you have a lot of custard, and then the bread's kind of floating on top. Think about like, do you like your bread pudding with like French toast? Do you like it with challah? Do you like it with just regular bread?
All sounds good to me. If I see bread and pudding in the same line, I'm in. That's all I need. Bob, what's your favorite dessert?
I usually skip dessert, Len, and go straight to the after-dinner drinks.
You don't skip dessert. I've eaten with you.
You know, calories, you know, you got to be selective where you get your calories.
You do. So it's either the. What's the beer here at the park? Cold
beer. Yeah.
Cold
beer. Yes.
Cold beer. Okay.
Big fans of cold beer.
Cold beer at Wrigley. So we made a cake of Wrigley Field, and we got to stand right on top of Murphy's right over there. And when they were filming, I got to point the cake at the camera in the same direction as the field. So I had the home plate was back here where my hand is. And you could see the cake was like just a perfect model of the field. It was fantastic.
Very nice.
It's really cool. I love this field. I mean, Fenway's cool too, but you know, it's just me.
Should have quit while you were ahead, Duff.
God.
And a balk has been called on Eric Stoltz.
How about that?
Could be significant as Barney will now take third.
Duff, you want to explain the balk rule to our fans?
I was just going to say, what is a balk? I've never heard of that. What is that? What happened?
Well, the pitcher did something to intentionally deceive the runner, and the umpire caught it. So the runner gets to advance 90 feet.
A little flinch there.
Yep.
Wait, so like he was about to throw to like because he was leading the base or something like that?
The batter, or the runner rather, just took his lead off, and the pitcher did something funny out there on the mound that's against the rules. He cheated.
How do you cheat in baseball? Come on.
Oh,
happens
let me
every
count
inning.
the ways.
All right, Chef, we're gonna eat the blueberry muffins here as we go to break. And thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Thank you. This is really cool. What an honor, guys.
Pitching change, a Honda call to the pen, and we'll be back.
The more you floor, the more you save. Buy one room of flooring, get all other rooms of product for only $50 each. At Luna, we work for you.
773-202 Luna.
That right there reminds you why you fell in love with her in the first place and why you still feel the same. But your erectile dysfunction, that could be a question of blood flow. Cialis for daily use helps you be ready anytime the moment's right. You can be more confident in your ability to be ready. And the same Cialis is the only daily ED tablet approved to treat ED and symptoms of BPH, like needing to go frequently or urgently. Tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and medications and ask if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Do not take Cialis if you take nitrates for chest pain, as this may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Do not drink alcohol in excess with Cialis. Side effects may include headache, upset stomach, delayed backache, or muscle ache. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. If you have any sudden decrease or loss in hearing or vision, or if you have any allergic reactions such as rash, hives, swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, or difficulty breathing or swallowing, stop taking Cialis and get medical help right away. Ask your doctor about Cialis for daily use and a 30-tablet free trial.
This moment in patriotism is brought to you by USAA.
Every day, I think about my dad and the sacrifices he made to serve our country. He's a true hero.
USAA, we know what it means to serve.
On to call to the pen. Right-hander Brad Brock.
Pretty good numbers across the board for Brad Brock, with the exception of the base on balls. 14 walks in only 16 innings pitched to go against the 21 punch-outs he's recorded.
We've got some changes as well. Andy Perino coming into play second, it looks like. No, he's going to play short. Okay, because yesterday, yeah, you had Perino at short and Cabrera at second.
Hey fans, visit the Captain Morgan Club at Wrigley Field with more than 40 flat screens, great food, and Wrigley's largest outdoor patio. Come celebrate a Cubs win and join us for the Captain Morgan Club post-game party featuring great music and Wrigley's friendliest staff. For more information, including specials and private party options, call 773-404-4750.
To Chef Duff Goldman for stopping by. Interesting. Good muffins. Blueberry muffins are excellent. That gets by, and the Cubs will get a run as Barney scores. 4-2.
Nothing tricky, just a fastball inside part of the plate. Very slow reaction by John Buck that time, or John Baker rather. Ball gets all the way to the bricks, allowing Darwin Barney to walk home with a run.
Swing and a miss on a changeup. 2-2 count. So the double by Barney. The balk got him to third. The passed ball. Are you going to have to go into the back room and explain to Chef what a pass ball is?
No.
Swing and a miss, 2 down. Well, at least he admitted it.
Yeah. He had me right up until that Fenway comment.
Here's Jeff Samardzija getting a nice hand from the crowd. Go-ahead RBI single in the 5th. Worked out of a jam in the 7th. The Cubs get that run right back.
Well, I have seen some of Chef Duff Goldman's cake creations. They're just absolutely unbelievable. They had one of a baby elephant that I swear could just run off into the jungle somewhere. One of a pair of sneakers with the laces undone, and looks like a pair of smelly sneakers with the laces undone.
I hope it doesn't taste like that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Very creative.
Good.
All right, Jeff, this might be your last chance today, buddy.
The 3-1 taken for ball 4. Tough day for David at the plate. 0 for 3. Grounded into a double play his last time up. Ball through for a base hit, an 8-game hitting streak. So Samardzija is going to put on the brakes.
Primo Harris pitch tracks. You'll see that David DeJesus goes just a little bit out of the zone here. It guides that one back up the middle of the field for his first hit of the afternoon to keep his hit streak intact.
Aaron Balsley coming out. So they'll talk it over.
Padres do have a left-hander warming up in the bullpen. I think that's more just in case Dale Swain would send up a left-handed pinch hitter for possibly Joe Mather, Jeff Baker, somewhere upcoming in the Cubs order. Wants to make sure he's got a lefty ready in the event Dale Swain goes that direction.
2-0 to Castro. Slider strike. Slider tapped foul. 2-2. Rich Rupp from the Cubs clubhouse staff is the bat boy once again because the Cubs snapped their 12-game losing streak yesterday and Looks like he may have a job right next to the dugout tomorrow too if the Cubs hang on here. Way outside, 3-2. Fox's Ken Rosenthal just tweeting that Roy Halladay has gone to the DL, could be out 6 to 8 weeks. That's bad news for the Phillies. Runners go. Castro hits it up in the air. Right center, Venable. And the inning is over. Cubs get one, however. Darwin Barney scores to make it 4-2.
Out here, this is Lakeshore Drive.
This is the Brown Line.
That's Bucktown.
And out here, we have our own version of the Great Fire.
I'm Jake.
I'm John.
And we're Leinenkugel.
And for 5 generations, we've been brewing America's friendliest craft beers.
For your kind of town.
So join us, Chicago. You're going to like it out here.
It's an event so big, we couldn't keep it all inside. Nissan's National Tent Event is back with 500 holiday bonus cash on top of existing offers. Now, get a $179 lease on Altima or a $209 lease on Rogue. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your local Nissan dealer. Hurry, when the tents come down, these deals will end.
Join Menards this week in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. Give your home a fresh new look with Citation Carpet. Made in Dalton, Georgia, Arrowhead indoor-outdoor carpet is fade and stain resistant. In 3 colors, just 49 cents a square foot. Mansfield Toilets offer style and performance. Made in Perrysville, Ohio, the ProFit round front high-efficiency model has everything you need all in one box. Only $99.
Save big money at Menards.
Tomorrow, Starlin Castro and the Cubs take the field to close out their homestand with the Padres. Coverage begins at 12:30 with Subaru Cubs pregame live. Cubs Padres tomorrow afternoon at 12:30. Only on your home for Cubs baseball, Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Jeff Samardzija goes into the 8th. Face Perino, Venable, and Denorfia. Working once again with a 2-run lead. Well, we'll be in San Francisco this weekend. Barry Bonds talked to the media for about a half hour yesterday as he attended the Diamondbacks-Giants game, and it sounds like in the next couple of years he would like to rejoin the Giants organization as an instructor, probably. It'll be a 4-game series Friday through Monday at AT&T Park. Here's Perino's first at bat of the day, and he fouls into the upper deck behind third base. With Samardzija only walking 1 to this point, that pitch count's in decent shape. This will be number 90 on the day. Sinkers outside.
Well, especially through that early part of the game, other than the fact that Jeff was striking out a lot of Padres hitters, they were attacking him early in the count. A lot of quick outs. That pitch count in great shape.
Lined into right. And a high hop as DeJesus will get it back in. Samardzija has been really good against the top of the order for the Pods today. 1 through 3. They have combined to go 0 for 9 with 4 strikeouts. And here's the leadoff man, Venable. Wind has shifted a little bit, blowing out toward right more than center. Slicing drive left field, trouble, and down on the track. Perino coming around third. He will score. Venable has a triple. And the tying run just 90 feet away with nobody out. Going a matter of just a handful of pitches, the complexion of this game has changed a lot.
Venable with a slicing drive down into that left field corner. A long run for Alfonso Soriano, and Will Venable really showed his speed on that play. He was motoring around those bases as Soriano eventually picks the ball up. Perino's going to score easily. Venable was not far behind him.
And here comes Dale with Denorfia due up. Tying run at third with nobody out. He's got Sean Camp ready. And it will be the veteran. Samardzija gets a nice ovation as he leaves with a precarious 1-run lead. Honda call to the pen will take us to break.
Chili's $20 dinner for 2 can boldly satisfy any craving. Share an appetizer, then choose 2 Chili's entrees like our classic bacon burger or our famous slow-smoked baby back ribs. Chili's $20 dinner for 2.
An accident doesn't have to slow you down. With better car replacement, available only with Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. If your car's totaled, we give you the money for a car 1 model year newer. Visit a local Chicago office for details. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Innovation can't wait. Creativity can't wait. Business today can't wait for a new breed of speed. Comcast Business Class. Fast Ethernet speeds from 1 megabit to 10 gigabits per second. Scales quickly to meet demand. A secure, diverse fiber optic network. Don't wait. Switch to Comcast Business Class because business can't wait.
Whatever happened to men? Guys used to drink real tequila and talk about sports. Now guys drink poser tequila and talk about what? Hair tinting? 1800 tequila.
It's a Honda call to the pen. And Sean Camp is in. Well, Bob, there are a lot of innings like this, runner at third, nobody out, where you kind of concede that run and just try to avoid a big inning. A little different today. You've got a 1-run lead and you're in the 8th inning. So what's Sean Camp's mindset here going against Denorfia? 1 at a time, right?
Yeah, that's really all you can do, 1 at a time. You'd like to either get a strikeout or a pop-up on the infield to get that first out, and that gives you the option at least of pitching around the left-handed hitting Yonder Alonso. Dale Swain may choose to go with James Russell against Alonso, but then you've got Carlos Quentin lurking down in that 4-hole, who's been their hottest hitter in the game. Yeah, basically just take them 1 at a time, execute good pitches, hope for good results.
And with the infield in, if Venable goes on contact, there should be a play at the plate. Inside 1-1. Back to Camp. There's number 1.
Any kind of an out where you can keep that ball on the infield and hold that runner at third base, and that time the little tapper back to the mound, just what the doctor ordered. Slider working its way away from Denorfia, just tried to poke it through the middle of the field, but Sean Camp right there to make the play.
Hey, fans, couldn't get tickets to the Red Sox or Cardinals series at Wrigley? Cubs Destinations has spots available for these highly anticipated matchups. All standard packages include great tickets, first-class hotel accommodations, a special Cubs gift bag, a tour of the ballpark, and a private meet and greet with a current Cubs player. For more info, visit Cubs.com. Here's Alonso. Infield still in. Outside for a ball. Oh for 8 in the series with 3 strikeouts. Camp nowhere near the plate on the first 2.
Now trying to throw that backdoor slider to the left-handed hitting Alonso. And if you're going to miss with that pitch, make sure you miss further away, and that's exactly what Sean Camp did with those first 2 deliveries, way off the plate.
Line and caught by Baker on the dive. Two huge defensive plays in this game. Soriano earlier and left, and Baker with a diving catch.
Well, that's just reaction right there. That ball was really stung by Alonso, and the Cubs with their infield drawn in. Very little reaction time, but Baker able to dive to his right for a big second out. Now watch the first pitch right here.
Well, you've got a couple bases open, and you have Quentin, who's already doubled, homered, and singled. Everybody back on the infield with 2 outs. Hill with a big block. 2-0. Fly ball to left. Soriano makes a catch. Sean Camp gets out of it. Retires all 3 with a runner at third. 4-3 Cubs.
The 2012 GMC Sierra, featuring an available Vortec 5.3-liter V8 engine with active fuel management. No competitor has better V8 fuel efficiency. Not Toyota Tundra, not Ram 1500, not Ford F-150. How efficient is that? Celebrate Memorial Day and get a total value of $6,750 on Sierra with extended cab SLE value package. Or trade in your eligible vehicle to get a total value of $7,750. GMC. Why just trade in when you can trade?
This is our 83rd year in the ready-mix concrete business.
To see something so magnificent as the Chicago skyline and know you're a small part of it, it's very humbling.
You go out and you see the city and watch these projects progress all the way down to talking to homeowners and their excitement about how their driveway looks.
Bank of America was really a big part of our success in helping us not just get to 83 years, but 84 and on and on and on.
American innovation. Dodge is bringing more of it to more people with 3 different vehicles offering 3 rows of seating, like Dodge Durango and Dodge Journey, as well as Dodge Grand Caravan, with room for up to 7 people and just about anything else. Hurry in to the Dodge Get Into Innovation event. Now, well-qualified customers can buy the 2012 Grand Caravan American Value Package for $229 a month.
Sportsnet Central every night at 6:30, 10, 10:30, and midnight on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan with a Sportsnet Central update coming up tonight on our 10 o'clock show. Our Luke Stuckmeyer sits down with Cubs minor leaguer Brett Jackson. Team's first-round draft pick in 2009 discusses how he's trying to turn his early season struggles into a positive. That's later tonight after the White Sox game against the Rays in Tampa. Now, back to Len and Bob at the Confines.
Hey fans, tickets are available now for the 2012 Cubs season, including the series against the Mets and the Astros starting June 25th at Wrigley Field. To purchase tickets, visit Cubs.com, call 1-800-THE-CUBS, or visit the Wrigley Field box office.
Here's former Cub Andrew Cashner. Acquired in the Anthony Rizzo deal over the winter, missed most of last year, which ended up being his final year with the Cubs with a right rotator cuff strain. He made 1 start and was excellent before the injury. 6 relief appearances when he came back in September. And right now he's throwing on an average almost 99 miles an hour on his fastball.
He will light up a radar gun consistently, triple digits and above with his fastball. You saw the walk total, 14 in just over 21 innings pitched, so he can lose the zone from time to time, but can be overpowering with that fastball.
A 100 miles an hour on the first pitch.
Just getting loose.
Former 19th overall pick in the first round out of TCU of the Cubs in 2008.
Other than when the Cubs are playing the Padres, Andrew Cashner, a real easy guy to root for. Yep. He was one of our favorites in his short time here with the Cubs, and we wish him nothing but the best after the Padres get out of town. That trade Anthony Rizzo for Andrew Cashner, a perfect example of you got to give up something to get something. The Cubs had their eye on Anthony Rizzo. They knew that he was going to be a big part of the future. Andrew Cashner possibly could have been a big part of that future as well, but in order to get a top shelf hitter like the Cubs think Rizzo is going to be, had to give up a top shelf pitcher like they think Cashner is going to be.
A 102 on our gun, low to make it 3-2. Outfielder Kyung-Min Na also went to the Padres. Rizzo and right-hander Zach Cates came the other way on the January 6th deal.
One thing about a pitcher throwing 100-mile-per-hour plus, as a catcher, it's not easy to make borderline pitches look good. You're just trying to catch that ball before it hits the bricks.
3-2 went with a changeup at 90 miles an hour. Well, I think Andrew Kashner you could start to put in the Jeff Samardzija category. Short reliever, starter. What's it going to be long term? Well, right now in short relief and hitting triple digits. 100 miles an hour, no problem for Mather, as he has a double to start the 8th. 2 for 3, 2 doubles and a walk for Mather.
Good day for Super Joe. Oh, belt high out over the plate. That's a nice quick swing. I think that's a mistake a lot of hitters make when they're facing a flamethrower like Andrew Kashner. They try to swing as hard as he's throwing. All you have to do is get that bat into the hitting zone. He's going to supply a lot of the power. Just quickly get the bat into the hitting zone. That time a double down into the right field corner. Another look at Mather's swing. The ball got in on him just a little bit, but had that bat in the strike zone quickly enough. And even though he mishit it a little bit because of the velocity, that ball rocketed down the right field line. Soriano, a one-man wrecking crew back in that 6th inning, going to straightaway center field against Eric Stoltz.
And in the top of the inning made the excellent catch and doubled up the pitcher Stoltz to end the threat. He was worth 2 runs that inning, not just the home run. 35,219 the paid attendance on this glorious Tuesday afternoon in late May. He got him to chase for the first out. For ball 1. Two and 0 the count. Cash letting that hair go in the back. Beard growing in there.
He's from Texas, but he's trying to fit in Southern California.
Yeah, it looks like he could also be fronting the band, the Black Keys. There's a base hit, looped into left. Mather's going to score. Throw to second in time to get Baker. 2 outs, but a 5-3 lead as he knocks in Mather.
That fastball really running up and in off the plate. And actually, it was a changeup at 90 miles per hour. Baker just got enough of it to muscle it out there in front of Carlos Quentin.
So now the question is, will Sean Camp head back out for the 9th, or will left-hander James Russell get a chance at his first pro save? Not major league save, minors or majors. He's never had one. On the ground, Headley with a nice play. The spin, the throw, and the inning. Headley will lead off the top of the 9th. The Cubs now lead by 2.
A car is either luxury or it isn't. If you want a luxury car with a standard power moonroof, your options are going to be limited. If you want standard leather-trimmed seats, you're going to have even fewer. And if you want standard keyless access, then your choice is obvious. The Lexus ES. It's complete luxury in a class full of compromises. See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
Doesn't have to slow you down. With better car replacement, available only with Liberty Mutual Auto Insurance. If your car's totaled, we give you the money for a car 1 model year newer. Visit a local Chicago office for details. Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
Time now for our Xfinity high-speed action. Runner at third, nobody out as Sean Camp comes in. Gets Denorfia on the 1-3. Jeff Baker, big defense. Robbing Alonso. And then Carlos Quentin on a 2-0 slider. Flies to left.
And it will be Sean Camp to start the 9th inning, partially because Chase Headley, the leadoff hitter for the Padres, a much more effective hitter as a right-handed hitter. Coming into play today, was hitting .302 as a right-hander with 4 home runs in 63 at-bats. .243 as a left-handed hitter with 3 home runs in 111 at-bats.
Camp has 10 career saves in the big leagues. He had 50 in the minors. I mentioned James Russell without one at any level. Dale Swaim said today Casey Coleman, who got the final 3 outs yesterday, is also in that mix. He wants strike throwers right now at the end of the ball game. 0-2.
And you may see Sean Camp stay in the ball game to face the on-deck hitter John Baker as well. A left-handed bat. You'd have the right-handed pitcher with a left-handed hitter, but Nick Hundley would be the option if they go to James Russell.
Well, how did that not hit Headley? I think he's upset with himself that he didn't stay in there. But your natural instinct is to get out of the way. Franklin Font couldn't haul it in. Lynch still howling out the straightaway center, as it really has for the last 48 hours. Backdoor slider away, 3-2. Left field. And foul. Up against the side wall.
Yeah, Len, we've been very complimentary of Alfonso Soriano and his improved defense in left field, but with a 2-run lead in the 9th inning, a lot of options for Dale Swaim. He could have brought Tony Campana into play center and slide Reed Johnson over to left. You could push Joe Mather out to left field, bring Ian Stewart into play third, but electing to go with the veteran Soriano defensively here in the 9th.
Headley grounds out. A big first out. And now Dale coming out. And he is going to get James Russell. And Ian Stewart's going to come in. And I think what you just talked about is going to happen. Mather's going to go to left. Stewart to third. You've been in this spot before, haven't you?
You don't always have good options, but Dale did have some options here this inning. Just wanted to wait until he made the pitching change.
Here it is, a Honda call to the pen. James Russell, son of an all-star closer, will get his first shot at his first pro save when we come back.
Chili's lunch break combos start at just $6. So ditch the brown bag for something better, like our Bacon Ranch Quesadillas or Big Mouth Burger Bites, served with soup or salad and fries, starting at just $6 at Chili's.
Aggressive styling, a more fuel-efficient turbocharged engine, and a completely redesigned interior. The 2012 C-Class with over 2,000 refinements. It's amazing, inside and out. See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for exceptional offers through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services.
If you can hold your nachos with one hand, you can be a hero with the other. Because your nachos are wrapped inside Taco Bell's new 99-cent beefy nacho burrito.
Honda call to the pen. Lefty James Russell trying to get outs 26 and 27. So Mather moves a little farther away from home plate, from third to left. Ian Stewart now at third, and it is going to be Baker, not Nick Hundley. And ball one.
We talked about it in last night's game. Bud Black working with a real short bench. Cameron Maben, some injury issues. He's already used Guzman and Perino off the bench. Hundley really is only available player at this point, so he elects not to use him to pinch hit in this situation.
James has jokingly, or maybe not so much, talked about the mentality of being a closer. He said you have to have something wrong with you, maybe a little screwy in the head, goofy, stupid, whatever adjectives you want to use. He wears them proudly. Swing and a miss on the slider to make it 2-2. Got him. 2 away.
Boy, just filthy stuff. Look at the location of all those pitches from James Russell, just leading Baker out of the strike zone time and time again with breaking balls off the outside corner, low and away.
Cabrera with 2 outs, nobody on. Strike one. Last time the Cubs won a series, they 7th through the 9th. They beat the Braves 2 out of 3. Popped him up behind first. Barney can't make the play. It's a fair ball. Throw to second offline. The tying run will come up. A bloop double by Cabrera, and the Padres have some life.
Long run for Darwin Barney. Looked like he was in the vicinity, just couldn't come up with it cleanly. Had a long run. Missed it by that much.
The Cubs bullpen is quiet. This is all James Russell here. No matching up at this point. And it will be Nick Hundley to hit as a pinch batter in the pitcher spot. So he's batting officially for Cashner. Strike. In the opener, Hundley 5 trips, 1 hit. It was a double. This one foul, and it's going to come back a little bit, but not back to the field of play.
That wind has been blowing pretty much straight out all afternoon, now blowing from left field toward right field. Tried to push that one back into the field of play.
One and two.
Right where Coy Hill wanted that breaking pitch. You may have noticed him drop his catcher's mitt down in the dirt. James Russell, don't leave it up in the zone. If you're going to miss down low. Boy, right there to smother.
One thing to note, on any base hit, ball's got to go to second. Got to keep that tying run out of scoring position. Cubs are not concerned at all about Cabrera. Fouled back to the screen. Bob, how do fielders remind each other of those types of things with the math here in the 9th inning? Is that something everybody just knows, or you try to remind each other?
You try to remind each other, but defensively, where the Cubs outfielders are playing right now, they've very little chance of throwing anybody out at home plate, so it's obvious that they're just going to try to keep Hundley off of second base on anything hit into play.
1-2 now. Did he go? He did. Cubs win. Like Joe West made that call from behind the plate, and the Cubs have taken this series. They will go for the sweep tomorrow. The final today, the Cubs 5, the Padres 3. And Bob, the thing you like is that when the Padres got close, the Cubs kept tacking on.
You like that a lot, and you like the job that Sean Camp did under dire circumstances. Runner at third base and nobody out. Managed to get out of the inning unscathed.
So Samardzija will get the win. Russell will get his first pro save. The player of the game, brought to you by GMC, is Jeff Samardzija.
All right, really good once again today. I mean, it seems like we say at every start, just continues to get better and better, using his secondary pitches effectively, and always has that 96-mile-an-hour sinker in his back pocket.
So after a 12-game skid, the Cubs have won 2 in a row. Samardzija with his 5th victory of the year. And we are going to send it down to the field. Kip Lewis standing by with Darwin Barney.
All right, thanks, Len. Nice change the last 2 days. Great job by you guys again. How does it feel finally get 2 straight wins?
No, it feels good. I mean, Coy did a tremendous job back there. Made some big blocks in big situations, and obviously Samardzija pitched pretty well. I know he wants, a better result out of the end of his start, but we swung the bats and played some good defense.
When you see a guy like Soriano out there making some plays in the field, also getting the big home run there, how does that make you guys feel, especially because Soriano's taking a lot of heat for his defense?
He's playing so well this year out there, and it goes to show how hard he's working. He's always worked hard since I met him, and on those knees of his, it's a great sight to see someone like him go out there and give it all for us.
And how about the pitching you got there late in the game for your relievers?
Yeah, Camp's great. He's been consistent for us all year, so why not use a guy like him in that situation? And strike thrower, has a lot of sink, and I'm happy for him. He did a great job.
Darwin, appreciate your time. Thanks a lot. All right, Len, let's go back upstairs to you.
Kip, thank you very much. And I guess the key now tomorrow is to get Ryan Dempster a win, for crying out loud.
Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, he deserves one tomorrow.
And for Bob Brenly, John Walsh, Dave Turner, Tamara Anderson, Mark Harper, Jim Corno Jr., Paula Ostroba, our entire CSN crew, Len Casper saying so long. Cubs win today. We're back with you tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central for the series finale. In-game scoring provided by ScorePad. You've been watching Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet, now part of the NBC Sports Group.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan. Todd Hollinsworth joins me next for Cubs Postgame Live. We'll recap all of today's action, bring you Dale Swayman, Jeff Samardzija's press conferences, and we're interacting with Tom Cooper. If you have a question, you can send it to us via Twitter. Use the hashtag CubsPGL. It all comes your way after this short timeout. Stick around.
Want total access to Major League Baseball? Then you need Xfinity and MLB Network. You'll get over 125 live regular season games with live look-ins from around the league, plus 24/7 inside access, so you're there for all of baseball's biggest stories. With Xfinity from Comcast, the best seat in the house is in your house. Sign up for the HD Premier XF Triple Play or ask about other bundles starting as low as $99 a month for a year. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call today.
Hey, buddy. Where's your new bike?
Huh?
Your bike.
I traded it.
You traded it? For what? Honey?
Helpful steps for parents can help. Take the first step today at BMO Harris Bank.
Here come the...
Hey, yo, I lost audio. What happened? What? Oh, it better not be. What's going on? It's time to put a stop to this. Yeah, gay?
The Coors Light Silver Bullet Pint. It's bigger, it's resealable, it's still the coldest.
They call me Hollywood. Here come the big show. Get out my booth.
Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer. Cubs Baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Find our fares online only at southwest.com. Nissan. Get to a Nissan dealer for great deals on innovation you can count on. Innovation for all. Xfinity. Your home for the most live sports. Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs. Midas. For brakes, oil changes, and tires. Trust the Midas touch. AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. And by Honda. Visit your local Chicagoland Honda dealer for more information on current offers. This is Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Horseshoe Casino.
Did he go? He did. Cubs win. Like Joe West made that call from behind the plate. And the Cubs have taken this series. They will go for the sweep tomorrow. The final today, the Cubs 5, the Padres 3. And
Cubs on a 2-game win streak. Feels good as they take 2 straight from the Pods. 5-3 the final this afternoon at Wrigley Field. Hello, welcome to Cubs Post-Game Live, presented by Horseshoe Casino, along with Todd Hollandsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Good win today. We thought there might be more run scoring, the hot conditions and the wind blowing out, but Jeff Samardzija and Eric Stoltz both pitched reasonably well, and the Cubs got enough done offensively to win.
Well, this is how I saw this game playing out. Jeff Samardzija being aggressive and going out and dominating. He did, for the most part. Struggled in that 8th inning, but I really felt like this set up well for him. I didn't care whether the wind was blowing out or not. This is a Padres team that's looking to scratch a couple runs across just about every night. They struggle. They struggle out on the road. They don't score a lot of runs. They're only hitting .208 on the road. I really felt like they had an opportunity against Stoltz today. They didn't have so many good at-bats early in this ball game, but they did make some adjustments late, saw some deeper pitch counts, got him on the ropes. Alfonso Soriano clearly sticks out in my mind, swinging early, ground balls, bad at-bats early in this ball game. You get to that 3rd at-bat, gets to a 6-pitch at-bat, a 3-2 count, gets the fastball, takes him out to center field. So they did make some real nice adjustments in this ball game.
All right, if you've got a question for the show, Tom Cooper is with us today in our Discount Tire Interactive Suite. Coop, how can viewers reach us?
Cap, they can reach us in one of 2 ways. Either come join the celebration on csnchicago.com. It's the Discount Tires Interactive Suite. You can come give your comments, questions for Todd and Cap. Or if you can't get to a computer, if you might be, I don't know, enjoying the victory somewhere out in Wrigleyville, you can join the fun on Twitter. The hashtag is CubsPGL. One of the best comments and stuff later on in the show, guys.
All right, thank you, Coop. Let's talk pitching. Jeff Samardzija against Eric Stoltz, 6 1/3 to 7 innings. And both guys' numbers, pretty solid outings today.
Oh, Jeff was fantastic. He was aggressive, which you wanted to see. We talked about it in the pregame show. Getting to that bullpen so that you can balance out your bullpen and create matchups, which he did today. And guess what the bullpen did? They picked him up. But he was aggressive. That's what I wanted to see. You saw a lot of fastballs in this ballgame. Why? You know what? This is not the best fastball hitting team. This is a team that struggles to score offense. Most of their run production comes from the top, and he was nasty and dirty today. He had the splitty working, elevated his fastball. I willingly go out there and say 80% of the pitches he threw today were fastballs, adding a little sink, little cut. Made a few mistakes. Here's one of them right there. Carlos Quentin jumped all over him. He's one hot bat in this lineup, fresh off the DL. But I will say Jeff Samardzija did a great job lengthening his start out, making sure that he was efficient and staying aggressive. He got a few big outs on defense as well today, so the defense picked him up a little bit, but everything that you wanted to see from Jeff.
Samardzija also helped himself at the plate with the game tied at 1. He drove in the go-ahead run. He did a really nice job. This was a 3-2 pitch. He fought off a pitch. I mean, he looked solid at the plate.
It was a 3-2 count. Let me tell you something. This is the one problem I had with the ball game today. I saw so much early swinging in this game, it was going to drive me crazy. Guys were swinging at changeups first pitch, curveballs first pitch. I mean, come on. Eric Stoltz, he showed you what he was going to do, what he was going to bring. He was going to pitch backwards. He didn't want to make mistakes, but you know what? He was going to let you get yourself out if you were going to swing early. He did just that. Jeff Samardzija went up there in that at-bat and recognized through the other at-bats that were going on in the game that I am now going to allow myself to take some pitches. He's not throwing a ton of strikes right now, and work this count. Work it deep. He's not going to blow me away, and he puts together a solid at-bat and gets a big base hit.
All right, now Alfonso Soriano, who you picked for your key performer today, 7 home runs his last 13 games. He goes yard again today. This one was murder.
Oh, this is a 3-2 fastball that Alfonso Soriano earned. The first pitch, the at-bat before was a changeup. We go back, what was it, the 3rd inning right there, the 4th inning where he had an opportunity to do some damage. Runners on 1st and 2nd. He swings at a first pitch changeup. He gets up in that at-bat right there. He gets another first pitch changeup for a strike, but he leaves it alone. And you know what? Then there's a ball. There's another ball, 3-1. He fouls the ball off, 3-2. He gets himself a 90-mile-an-hour fastball down the middle of the plate. And what I really like to see there is that he took it out to center field, which leads me to believe that he was thinking his at-bats through. He wasn't out there looking to yank, looking to change the game just because the wind is blowing out, realizing, you know what, I got enough power to poke it out at any part of this field, put together a good at-bat, stay through the middle, and he ends up getting a home run to center field.
Time now for our Sports Authority play of the game. Top of the 6th, Cubs up 2-1. Pods with a man on. Chris DeNorfia, sinking liner to left. And the man we just talked about, Sorry. How about that?
If it's not pretty, it's effective. I will tell you that. And you know what? He tricked the pitcher on it, too. I'll tell you, with that gimpy knee. What a great catch and a huge out right there.
They double Stoltz off of second base there. An outstanding effort by a guy who people have picked on him for his defense, and he's not going to be a Gold Glove winner, but, man, he's trying out there.
Well, you can clearly see that, and that, again, was what has impressed me about Alfonso Soriano this season. For everything that has been said about him in this town, we've been awfully hard on him. I will say this. The man continues to work hard, and guess what? He doesn't let it bother him. Again, you see the in-game adjustments going on, and the defense has actually gotten better, even though he seems to be moving worse than he ever has in his career.
All right, Jeff Samardzija meeting the media at Wrigley.
Yeah, Campy was outstanding. You know, as a pitcher there, you leave the game runner on 3rd, no outs. You know, if that run scores, you know, that's your own fault. So I was preparing myself. You know, that was fine. I thought I battled, but then Campy came in and got that first out, and then Baker made a great play, and then got Quentin to chase. I mean, that's outstanding. He did a great job. Russell did all right too.
How'd you do?
What's that? I did all right. Made a little adjustment in the mechanics, I think, there. I think it got the best of me there towards the end of the game. Ball came up a little bit, but you know, we'll keep banging it out and working on it. But I felt pretty good.
Jeff, how much did you learn from that one spring start? I remember you talking about you just try to muscle up one day and try to go by everybody. Did that teach you a whole lot and help you with what you're doing under it?
Absolutely. The Colorado start in spring training was, you know, was what I used to do, you know, and go out and try and throw hard the whole time, try and throw in the whole time. And, you know, when you get a free swinging team that can put the bat on the ball, a lot of times like, you got to change it up. So I just kind of put that in the back of my mind, and I've caught myself a few times this year, you know, realizing I need to slow it up a little bit. And, you know, look at that Guzman at bat there in the 7th. You know, I could have went heater. He's a fastball hitter, and we threw him 3 sliders and got the punch out. So situations like that, it really pays off. But you know, having a guy like Coy back there helps out a lot too, where he's got a ton of experience, and I have all confidence in him and what he wants to call. So he blocked a couple balls for me there with a runner on 3rd too. So we were on the same page today. Yeah, and I was just trusting him a lot.
You said you'd like to be a baseball player too, so the walk and hit today.
Yeah, that's fun, man. That's what I enjoy doing as a pitcher. It's kind of great because you're not expected to do anything. You know, you're expected to get out. So anything you do beyond that is just icing. So. With one out there and running on 3rd infield in, I just didn't want to strike out and just do something. So it worked out nice.
All right, time to go over to our Discount Tire Interactive Suite with Tom Cooper.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Cap. And Holly, I like the laugh there. You know something's coming here. At Dalton Lawrence, use the Cubs PGL hashtag on Twitter with this question. He's wondering with some margin there, why not take him out after 7? Even though he was pitching kind of well last couple starts into the 8th inning, why not take him out there after 7? Obviously, you saw what happened there with the RBI triple.
Well, his pitch count was down. I mean, this is real clear and simple. I mean, he was dominating a lineup that he should have been dominating. He was being aggressive with his fastball. He hadn't gotten himself into any trouble to that point. Yeah, maybe it makes some sense looking back. I think hindsight is probably where that question's coming from. He did struggle in the 8th inning, and he looked like he lost some of his effectiveness. But I will say this, he was efficient throughout the game, and that's exactly what I was hoping for because of the state of the bullpen right now. Camp was fantastic today, as was Russell. That being said, you're looking for matchups late in the ballgame. We don't have a legitimate closer right now, a guy who we're willing to say is going to shut it down each and every night, and that's not a reflection of the bullpen, really. It's just a reflection of the inexperience that's down there and guys in that role. So right now you're going to see matchups. Camp comes in, picks him up, gets big outs, and so does James Russell. That's because he was able to be efficient and get deep into this ball game. If he comes out after the 5th, 6th inning or he gets his high pitch count up, you start using your bullpen in ways you're not planning for, so you don't create those matchups that you want late in the ball game.
Also, don't you look at it saying, you know what? The team may be up the track a bit. Let's see if we can get this guy to fight through and when he's tired, be able to pitch effectively. Give him the opportunity as soon as it got in some trouble in the 8th. They yanked him.
Absolutely, Cap. I mean, there's lessons to be learned. I mean, you dig deep. I mean, you talk to any closer, or I should say any closer, any starter. I mean, he wants to finish what he starts. We hear Matt Garza talk about this all the time. But again, as you begin to fatigue, as you come in from the 7th and the 8th innings, you have to find ways to dig deep and to make pitches. Jeff referenced those pitches. A bad slider to Will Venable cost him down the left field line, set the table for a big inning for the Padres. Now, the bullpen did pick him up, but those are mistakes that he can't be making late in a ball game, especially when he's still throwing 94, 95 miles an hour. He doesn't want to make those mistakes. This was a tight ball game. He did make those mistakes, but he's got to learn from them, and it's good to hear him already talking about them.
All right, let's take a timeout. We'll come back. We still have more with Tom Cooper in our interactive suite. We'll break down the box scores for both teams, take more of your questions all straight ahead here on our postgame show presented by the fine folks at Horseshoe Casino. Be right back.
Traveled all this way. Make it worth their while. Horseshoe Casino.
Play the escape game for your chance to win millions in prizes. Visit your local Horseshoe or play at TotalRewards.com.
Whatever happened to real drinks? They used to be real liquor in a real glass. Now it's cocktails called Razzle Squatatinis and who knows what. This cocktail's called tequila. 1800 tequila.
Well, well, well. Growing up, we didn't have U-verse. We couldn't record 4 shows at the same time. In my day, you're lucky if you could record 2 shows. And a mom was recording her dumb show and dad was recording his dumb show then. By George, that's all we watched. And we liked it. Today's kids, God, it's so good.
Get U-verse TV for $29 a month for 6 months with a total home DVR included. AT&T.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
When it comes to sports sedans, the Audi A6 is faster at depreciating. The 270 horsepower 2012 Cadillac CTS, the winner of an Edmunds.com Best Retained Value Award. Take advantage of this exceptional offer on the exhilarating CTS Sports Sedan today.
Dish Network claims to be a better value than DirecTV. But did you know that their Top 120 package includes 31 music stations and dozens of TV channels you've probably never even heard of? So why does Dish call it America's Top 120 if you only get a few decent TV channels? With DirecTV's Choice Package, you get the highest rated channels with your favorite shows. The best channels for the best price. Another reason 30 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
Time now for our Four Seasons Heating and Air Conditioning. Who's hot and who's not so hot? How about we look at home? James McDonald, 2-1 with a 128 and 42 in the third inning. Zach Greinke, 3-0 with a 130 dirty ERA. And how about Johan Santana back off the DL, 2-1 with a 160 and 39 and a third. Who's not so hot? How about Juan Nicasio, a 7.04 ERA. Dylan G, a 5.93, and Adam Wainwright still struggling to get his form back. 3-3 and 34 and a third with a 5.77, a bloated ERA for the Cardinals. Time now to hear from Dale Swaim in the Xfinity post-game press conference.
Yeah, he's, you can't say enough about, Sean Camp this year. To be able to put in all these different roles and, the job he's done against left-handed hitters, he's done a great job. We got a nice play out of Baker there to help out. But for the, fact of the matter is Camp's been, probably our MVP up to this point.
He seems to have thrived on more work.
Yeah, like I've said before, he's always had a rubber arm and be able to pitch and get up and get him down and back-to-back days and nothing really seems to faze him.
On the other hand, Margie got you to that point with only 2 real stressed innings.
Yeah, no, he threw the ball great. I thought once we took the lead, I didn't think I was going to have to manage. I thought he was just going to walk right through the 9th inning with that small a pitch count, but a couple balls got hit there, and he was getting the ball up, and he was on the bases. We don't seem to be very good after we've been on the bases. I might tell our guys to start taking more often, but no, he did a great job. He came out, had another good fastball tonight, obviously, today. He didn't throw a split a lot, didn't really need to that much, but, obviously got another huge hit.
All right, there you go, Dale Swaim, brought to you by Xfinity. Now back to the Comcast Discount Tire Interactive Suite, where Tom Cooper is taking your questions. Coop?
What's with the laughter, Todd? I feel like something bad's about to happen.
Oh, you're chronically miserable. I love it.
Good thing I'm doing Cubs postgame. Just kidding, guys. Hey, Shinny the Pooh. I'm not making that up, and I said it correctly. Shinny the Pooh from Pooh Corner chiming in with the question for Todd. He or she asked, Todd, you've been a part of a lot of losing streaks at some point of your career. What does winning a couple games do for your confidence after ending one of those long losing skids?
No, it's through the roof. You go back 2 days and you watch this offense come alive. You get some home runs. You start feeling good about yourself. You're not expecting yourself to play perfect baseball, and that's the greatest thing that's happening right now. Is that through that losing streak, your tendency is, because you do care, you're expecting to be better than, you're expecting more of yourself than you should and everybody else, and that's part of the problem. What you saw through that losing streak is that the Cubs, they started to make more mistakes because they were trying not to make mistakes, and that's what you start to concern yourself with. They took a deep breath. They got home off this trip. They got the Padres in town, and they've handled the business. The offense came around. They had a couple errors in yesterday's ballgame. There was some ill-timed walks, and I will say this. They still had room to breathe. They came alive. The offense was there, and today you didn't feel that pressure when they weren't clicking early in this ballgame offensively. You felt like Jeff Samardzija was going to give them a chance to win, but you know what? Everybody takes a deep breath. You go home with a smile on your face for the first time, and you get back at it. Now you got 2. It's also a streak.
All right, time now for our UPS store, taking care of business play. Top of the 5th. Everett Cabrera on second. Jeff Samardzija doesn't know where the base runner is, and no one on the infield says anything to him. Cabrera steals third.
No, you know what happens right there. That's not on Jeff Samardzija. That's on the infield. The infield yells, "Step off!" That's exactly what you got to do right there. Jeff Samardzija doesn't see. He doesn't have an eye on the base runner the whole time, but everybody on the field does. The 4 infielders right there could have said and should have said something, and that's what you want to hear, is a big yell of a step off with Mather breaking to the bag and hopefully a tag, and hopefully it happens in enough time. But what you saw there is you caught the entire infield napping.
So does the manager say something to the team after the game? How does that get addressed so that it doesn't happen tomorrow?
I hope so. I hope something's certainly said about that. You don't want to see it again because you know what? That was an embarrassing play. I felt embarrassed watching it because, again, this is a reflection of a team that has just come out of a 12-game losing streak. We were talking about fundamentals last week, how they needed to start picking it up again, and this is an example of just that. You've got a lead in a ball game, and here you are making a mistake when it seems to matter most. So hopefully this gets cleaned up a little bit. It's not real hard. When you see that base runner take off, you yell, "Step off," and Jeff has been trained to go right at the base runner where he's at. He knows there's a runner on second base, so whatever that activity is, it's behind him. He turns, he gets this guy in a rundown, or he makes a throw to third.
Time now for the Subway winning box score for the second straight day. It is a Chicago Cubs box score as they best the Padres today by a final of 5-3. DeJesus and Starlin each with a knock. Joe Mather with a 2 for 3, 2 double day. Soriano had 1 hit, but it was a big fly. Jeff Baker 1 for 4. Reed Johnson scored the first run of the ball game. Darwin Barney with a couple knocks, and Samardzija helped himself.
Yeah, well, this lineup, they really kicked it in 4 through the rest of the ballgame. The 4th inning through the rest of the ballgame, much better at bats. Joe Mather today stuck out to me. Yeah, Alfonso Soriano had the home run, but he had a great approach at the plate today. Real impressed with him. Had the walk, had the 2 doubles. I think about Andrew Kashner and that at bat he had going the other way for the double. Real nice piece of hitting. Joe, who's been inserted into the 3-hole, and I'll tell you right now, he's done a pretty nice job.
All right, let's take a look at the Padres lineup. They got a hit out of Will Venable. That was that triple. They had a big day out of Carlos Quentin, a double and a home run, and 3 knocked in, and Cabrera with a couple hits, but not much else there. Time now for our Cholula hot sauce flame throwing. And it's James Russell comes on with 1 out in the 9th. He gets John Baker swinging for out number 2. And then after Cabrera doubled, Nick Hundley strikes out to end the ball game. Can't stop his swing. Russell celebrate tonight with a big steak, young man. It's his first major league save. All right, still to come on the show, Todd will answer some more of your questions. We'll look ahead to tomorrow's series finale against the Pods. You'll get it here on Comcast Sportsnet.
Cubs Postgame Live is brought to you by Liberty Mutual Insurance. Responsibility. What's your policy?
The 2012 GMC Sierra, featuring an available Vortec 5.3-liter V8 engine with active fuel management. No competitor has better V8 fuel efficiency. Not Toyota Tundra, not Ram 1500, not Ford F-150. How efficient is that? Celebrate Memorial Day and get a total value of $6,750 on Sierra with extended cab SLE value package. Or trade in your eligible vehicle to get a total value of $7,750. GMC. Why just trade in when you can trade up?
Now listen to me. I've seen you grow as players and grow as a team. And no matter what happens out there, you will walk out of this locker room better than when you walked in. Win or lose, you are all champions.
These have always been the rooms where teams are built, and Sports Authority will always supply just the right tools. Because we have everything for every team with unbeatable values. Sports Authority, all things sporting good.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
Want total access to Major League Baseball? Then you need Xfinity and MLB Network. You'll get over 125 live regular season games with live look-ins from around the league, plus 24/7 inside access, so you're there for all of baseball's biggest stories. With Xfinity from Comcast, the best seat in the house is in your house. Sign up for the HD Premier XF Triple Play, or ask about other bundles starting as low as $99 a month for a year. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call today.
How much coffee you fellas gonna need today? 3, 4 cups?
Well, we...
Doesn't last long, does it? Listen, 5-hour energy lasts a whole lot of hours, so you can get a lot done without refills. And it's packed with B vitamins and nutrients to make it last. So, don't just stand there holding your lattes, boys. Make your move.
We'll take the 5-hour energy.
Smart move. 5-hour energy. Hours and hours of energy.
Join Menards this week in saluting our American-made products with Menards Made in the USA sale. EC Grow has been producing high-quality turf fertilizers in Eau Claire, Wisconsin for more than 20 years. Premium weed and feed is $9.99 per bag after rebate. Old World Industries has been a leader in the development and distribution of automotive products for over 50 years. Made in Bedford Park, Illinois, a gallon of ready-to-use antifreeze coolant is $3.99 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Cubs Postgame Live is brought to you by Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
All right, you can see tonight a feature Luke Stuckmeyer did with Brett Jackson on our 10 o'clock show. He goes one-on-one with one of the Cubs' top prospects down on the farm. Luke spent some time in Des Moines and has the latest with Mr. Jackson. All right, back to Tom Cooper one more time in the Comcast Discount Tire Interactive Suite.
I'm waiting for Todd's laugh. There it is. There
I'm holding it in.
Now I feel I'm at home. Hey, from outfielder of the future to outfielders of the present, thanks to everybody, first of all, for joining us in Interactive and also on Twitter. On Twitter, using that Cubs PGL hashtag, @COJones has a lineup question there for Holly. He wants to know, Campana or Reed Johnson? Who's better as a starting center fielder for the Cubs? He says better bat for Campana than Johnson. Holly, your thoughts?
No, I think Campana certainly can bring it. Again, I'm looking for consistency from Tony Campana, and what I see from Reed Johnson is consistency. My question with Reed, and personally, I think he'd get more playing time and maybe be a matchup guy with Tony, the righty-lefty combination out there in center field, if it wasn't for his back and the fact that he does need days off. He cannot go long stretches because, again, he's had back problems throughout his career. But Reed gives you a quality at bat and a quality approach every time. Tony, he's nails. I mean, he's been pretty good. I will say this, he's going to cover a little bit more ground out there. But both those guys, to me, you've got the veteran, you got the young kid coming up and figuring it out. I love the speed package that Tony Campana gives you, but I just haven't seen enough consistency from him. So right now, I'm pretty satisfied seeing the righty-lefty splitting time.
Well, let's take a look at that Padres 8th inning. Got a really good play out of Jeff Baker over at first. This is when Samardzija ran out of gas with Venable coming up with a triple. There's a base hit that got things started. I'll tell you what, the one question came in, should they have taken him down after 7? He was still throwing hard. He just wasn't located.
Those are two bad pitches, Cap. Those are two off-speed pitches at the top of the zone that have become very hittable. Listen, you can throw 95, 96 miles an hour. Yes, you throw it low and away, you're going to get outs. But I'm telling you, it doesn't matter. Hitters are going to make adjustments to your 95, 96. But when you make off-speed mistakes up in the zone, you're going to get hurt. The great inning right here is Camp. I mean, Camp came in, threw sliders. He was the only guy today to get Carlos Quentin out. He had a slider working. He was working the ball around. A little help here. Jeff Baker making a fantastic diving play right there to keep it in check, because that really was the tweener out, because you're deciding what you're going to do with Carlos Quentin. You've got him waiting in the on-deck circle, and it puts you in a position, well, you know what? We're going to throw some sliders at him. We'll see what he can do with those today. He proved to us he could hit the fastball. He gets the out.
All right, let's check out the pitching matchup for tomorrow's game. It will be Anthony Bass for the Pods against Ryan Dempster, and I will tell you, he gets his first win tomorrow. He's got the solid ERA. Be an interesting matchup.
Well, you know what? I'm all for Ryan Dempster getting his first win, because you know what that means. Sweep. Runs are out.
That's exactly right. For Holly, I'm David Kaplan. Thank you for watching Horseshoe Casino Cubs Postgame Live. Big thanks to Tom Cooper and Interactive, our great producer and director. Don't forget, tomorrow, 12:30, we get you set for the final game of the series. See ya.
Cubs Postgame Live is presented by Horseshoe Casino. Nobody does more for the gambler than Horseshoe Casino. Just 20 minutes from downtown Chicago.
Traveled all this way. Make it worth their while. Horseshoe Casino.
Play the escape game for your chance to win millions in prizes. Visit your local Horseshoe or play at TotalRewards.com.
Your old air conditioner is costing you money. Put your money back in your pocket with a new energy-efficient air conditioner from Four Seasons. And right now, get a new air conditioner from just $24.95 installed. Furnace and AC combos from just $36.95. Plus, enjoy 5 years interest-free financing. Save money on your electric bill with a new AC from Four Seasons.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
The more you floor, the more you save. Buy one room of flooring, get all other rooms of product for only $50 each. At Luna, we work for you.
773-202 Luna.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
Direct injection. 265 foot-pounds of torque. All part of an engine built to effortlessly power through whatever challenge lies around the corner, no matter where that corner happens to be. The 308 horsepower Cadillac SRX, the most powerful standard engine in any luxury crossover. Take advantage of this exceptional offer on the stunning SRX crossover today.
Let's compare sports on Dish and DirecTV. DirecTV has every football game every Sunday, plus MLB Extra Innings, NASCAR Hot Pass, Yes Network, MSG, SNY, Gold TV, and interactive mix channels with bonus coverage of all of the golf and tennis majors. And Dish has none of these. The most sports programming. Another reason why 30 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
Soon after he retired as the 8th commissioner of Major League Baseball, Fay Vincent was struck with a simple yet ambitious idea. Keenly aware that many important figures in the history of baseball were growing older and concerned that their rich stories would soon be lost forever, Vincent embarked on a quest to capture an intimate oral history of the game that could be passed from generation to generation. Over a period of several years, he spoke peer to peer with many of the game's greatest stars. These are the stories of the boys in the hall.
The happiest moment in my baseball career was when I put the Brooklyn Dodger uniform on.
I couldn't believe when I went out on the mound, I turned around and there's Joe playing center field for me.
All of the guys that I'd seen making a living playing baseball, they were white. So now, this is a chance for me.
This gets in your blood. People don't understand what that means unless you've been in this game.
The Boys in the Hall is brought to you by Subway Restaurants, where winners eat.
He was known as the Dominican dandy in recognition of his panache and flair on the mound. But Juan Marichal's nickname was also a bit misleading. To hitters, he was as tough as they came, one of his era's most dominating and intimidating pitchers. Yet despite his remarkable record, Marichal's career was often overlooked and underappreciated, perhaps because of who he was and where he came from.
When I was 7 years old, I remember leaving my house, and if I find somebody playing baseball on my way to school, I never get to the school because I stopped and playing baseball with those kids. When my teacher came home and then tell my mother, she used to ask me, what are you gonna do when you grew up? And I say, I'm gonna be a baseball player. In 1955, I played my first organized championship. I played for a team named, the city named Manzanillo. And the last team we had to face was the Dominican Air Force. I pitched the first game in the morning, and I beat them 2-1. The next day, about 8 o'clock in the morning, somebody knocked in my door. I went out and opened the door as a lieutenant, you know, with a uniform and everything, with a telegram. Be at the Dominican Air Force immediately. I showed the telegram to my mother. I say, son, you can't say no to those people. When she said those people, she was talking about the big dictator of the Dominican Republic. So right away I packed a little bit of clothes and took a bus to Santo Domingo. They welcomed me to the team. And I spent 14 months at the Air Force.
That big dictator was Rafael Trujillo, a military strongman whose reign was one of the most violent and bloody in the history of the Americas. As it happened, Trujillo was also a lover of baseball, enough that he once organized a team featuring the great Satchel Paige in an attempt to gain popularity with his people. The Air Force team was run by his son, Ramphis Trujillo, and Marichal soon became its star, catching the attention of a scout working for the San Francisco Giants.
There, on that day, September 16, 1957, I signed my contract, my first contract to become a professional baseball player. On that day was a team from the United States that they call them Las Estrellas de Willie Mays. So they promised me, one of the deal on the signing was that they was going to take me to see that team. And I saw Willie Mays for this first time, stepping at home plate. He dig a little bit in the dirt, and the next pitch was over the left field fence. I can never forget that night. That was beautiful.
Right from the start, Marichal excelled in the minor leagues, moving swiftly through a giant system that included several other black and Latin players such as Orlando Cepeda and Felipe Alou. Still, there were many adjustments to be made.
1958, they sent me to Sanford, Florida, where the Giants had the minor league camp. For the first time, I left my country, and when we got there, I was shocked. I can tell you that. I was shocked when I saw that the Latin and the Negro can be together with a white player. And that was something that it shocked me because we never saw that in my country. But it didn't bother me because I want to concentrate on being a baseball player.
Coming up next, on The Boys in the Hall, Marichal takes his game to another level.
An opposite field home run in his major league debut.
Castro, the youngest Cubs player ever to reach 200 hits in a season.
I lay my back to the talking in the show.
Watch the show with a track record that speaks for itself. Sportsnet Central, every night at 6:30, 10, 10:30, and midnight. Only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. All baseball season, your Chicago Cubs live on one network. Comcast Sportsnet. Exclusive interviews with the team's biggest stars. In-depth Cubs coverage from pregame to postgame. And the announcers that bring each game to life.
Base hit! Cubs win!
All baseball season, your Chicago Cubs live on one network. Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend.
We now return to The Boys in the Hall. Juan Marichal.
When somebody asks me about baseball player that I play with or I saw playing in my era, I always say that Willie Mays